Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the Daily Rants show recorded on brand new thermal paste. Now, some of you may be thinking, what does that mean? Well, today for the first time since in the life of this computer, changed the thermal paste. I took off my CPU cooler, my CPU fan. I cleaned it up. I cleaned my CPU up. And then I reapplied brand new thermal paste. Now, apparently, thermal paste is supposed to be changed every 3 to 5 years. I didn't know that. Now, I'm not sure it's like not the worst thing in the world, but it's probably like, car maintenance. You're supposed to do it. I don't know how true the 3 to 5 years thing is, but I got it done. It was very simple. Now, it's one of those things where it's not very rewarding. Does that make sense? Meaning, it's one of those preventative measures that you take. So, if you are doing a good job, you won't notice a difference because that means you're changing your CPU your CPU like thermal paste often enough. Does that make sense? So, basically, my computer worked fine before I changed it. And after I changed it, it works fine as well. I don't notice any difference. But had I not changed it, I could have done irreparable damage if I haven't already. So it's important to do preventative maintenance. You don't change your transmission fluid after your transmission is fucked. You do it so that you don't fuck your transmission. I think like Sun Tzu said that. I think. I don't remember. Either that or Confucius. One of the two. I don't remember. But you should do it. You should do it. There are a lot of things in life. So thermal paste it's an analogy for life. It's this unrewarding task, meaning, you don't see any improvement. You don't get any benefit besides the fact that you're taking care of something that's important to you. Like imagine you could go 5 years without feeding your dog. You could go 5 years without feeding your dog or your cat. Your cat and dog can live for 5 years without food. But wouldn't you still want to feed them every day? Because it makes them happy. Just because they don't need the food every day doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. It makes you feel good. It makes them feel good. That's the thermal paste. Now, I don't do my thermal paste every day, but if your computer's 3 to 5 years old, just do it. Go on Amazon. I bought mine for like $8. I don't know about you, but $8 every 5 years is pretty cheap. It's cheaper than an oil change, cheaper than, windshield wipers, cheaper than brake lights. I mean, that's cheaper than any other kind of maintenance whatsoever. That's cheaper than your own maintenance. If you buy supplements or a gym membership, it's more expensive than that. So $8 every 3 to 5 years is a bargain. So this is your sign. This is the sign. You need to go to Amazon or your local, if you want to support local business, do whatever the fuck you want, and buy thermal paste. Buy a new tube of thermal paste. Once it comes, watch a couple videos, educate yourself, familiarize yourself. You want to be comfortable with what you're doing, and then do it. Do it. Your PC does a lot for you. If you're like me, your PC's working for you every day. The least you can do is help it out every once in a while. You know, you want it to be there for you. You don't want it to die in your arms. That's sad. Don't regret it, folks. Don't regret it. So, I'm going to leave you now because I know you have shit to do. I know you have work to do. So, I'm going to end this episode here and you should go do what you need to do. Okay? So, I appreciate you listening to this and I will see you tomorrow.